straw. Drink water. Charge. Squishy rhythm.
Only the wise excel. Only the strong survive.
Rich boy said it quick, folk niggas wanna check. Shit tight, no slick, just bought a Cadillac.
Throw some D's on that bitch.
Just bought a Cadillac.
Throw some D's on that bitch.
Just bought a Cadillac. Rich boy said it quick, folk niggas wanna check. Shit tight, no slick, just bought a Cadillac.
Throw some D's on that bitch.
Just bought a Cadillac.
Throw some D's on that bitch.
Just bought a Cadillac. Rich boy said it quick, folk niggas wanna check. Shit tight, no slick, just bought a Cadillac. Took it to the top side, got the damn top drop. Two color flip flop in the red lollipop. I was in the parking lot, I still got my Glock cocked. New money, motherfucker, don't you see the big knot? Don't you see the big tie? Don't you see the big rims? Wonder who they hating on lately, baby, this him. Candy paint, gated skin seats, call me Dundee. Open your hood, I'm the one that you wanna be. Haters wish they could fit the wood in my 83. Ride with no tits, so the motherfucker know it's me. Rich boy said it quick, broke niggas wanna check. Shit tight, no slick, just bought a Cadillac.
Throw some D's on that bitch.
Just bought a Cadillac.
Throw some D's on that bitch.
Just bought a Cadillac. Rich boy said it quick, broke niggas wanna check. Shit tight, no slick, just bought a Cadillac.
Throw some D's on that bitch.
Just bought a Cadillac.
Throw some D's on that bitch.
Just bought a
Sludge. Came to fuck, yeah, you know what's up. Checkin' with me and do your job. Ferg is the name. Big baller did the chain. Torno for the watch. Prezi plain Jane. Ride with the mob. Do our law. Checkin' with me and do your job. Ferg is the name. Big baller did the chain. Torno for the watch. Prezi plain Jane. Ride with the mob. Ride with the Ride with the job. Herb is the name. Big baller did the chain. Turn on for the watch. Prezi plain Jane.
Traditional gold, I'm changing grills every day. Like Jay changed clothes, I might be grilled out nicely. In my white tee, on South Beach. In my wife beat, Phoebe is studded. You can tell when they cut it. You see my grandmama hate it, but my little mama love it. Cause when I
open up your movie grill gleaming, I stay more from the chief end.
I got a grill I call penny candy. You know what that mean? It look like later some drops, jelly beans. I wouldn't leave it for nothing, only a crazy man would. So if you catch me in your city, somewhere out in your hood, just say
smile for me, daddy.
What you looking at?
Let me see the real.
And let you see my butt.
You real.
Well, I'm the truest, no one tell them make me a three. She said
Smile for me, daddy.
what you looking at?
Let me see the real.
You wanna see my butt?
You real.
And I'm on top, now me in the bottom of the school.
Smile for me, daddy.
What you looking at?
Let me see the real.
And let you see my butt.
You real.
Well, I'm the truest, no one tell them make me a three. She said
Smile for me, daddy.
what you looking at?
Let me see the real.
You wanna see my butt?
You real.
And I'm on top, now me in the bottom of the school.
Young God, he resides in College Park, right? But for right now, what we gotta do for y'all, we gotta give y'all a hit.
Niggas in damn near every day. After me, course of like John, where you stay? Down College Park, where the shot call. Eat 20 days, spin the grand at the bar. This is ball is on. Things on my feet. I'm on the control. Some people like me. 69 cut, yeah. With the buddy seats. Deep in my strong bone, just for the freaks. Can't catch me in the hood. Posted at the store. Pistol in my lap on the phone, counting dough. If you want to shoot, let her do a thing. Chill like my mom, my name saying I ain't right. Everybody love me. I'm so fly. Niggas gonna do these every time I ride by. I know you want to ride. I'm so cool. Don't ask me, just do what you do. Hit me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down. Meet me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down.
Look at this shit.
The sun is gone and the flowers are on. Words are spaces between us. And I should have been drowned in the rivers I found of token lost. And I should have been down when you made me insecure. So break me down if it makes you feel right. And hate me now if it keeps you alright. You can break me down if it takes all your might. 'Cause I'm so much more than meets the eye.
All right. We're back. The Den Bros. We got Subcharge. Just had an incredible guest mix. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. That was super fun. Thank you so much, Subcharge.
Oh man, thank you for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, yes, yes. So we're going to get into this interview section of this. Braden, we're ready.
We're ready. We're ready, Braden. Here we go. Coming into the interview. So, Subcharge, this guy over here, Nick Bash, aka Subcharge, has been producing for a really. How long have you been producing for?
Like 5 years.
Like 5 years.
Five and a half, maybe some change.
Yeah,
but just
you
around 5.
but you dove into it pretty hard, huh?
Yeah. I think when I first got my first production laptop in like late 2017, so like I probably wouldn't. I don't think I would have put anything out that I actually really enjoyed until like a full year and a half later. So
Yeah.
around like 2018, 2019. So I'd say about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. So it's about 4 or 5 years. That's awesome. And you produce on Ableton.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. And what were the main ways of learning over the course of 5 years?
Oh, YouTube for sure. Yeah, I just binged tutorial after tutorial on YouTube. It was
Who are some of your favorites?
there was this YouTube channel called Upsound. It only had like 9,000 subscribers at the time, or something like that. But yeah, they used to bring in artists who were already established. You know, people like Company, Wooly, and G-Rex and Peekaboo, and like all these guys, and they would have them kind of just go through like one of their project files, and it was like a good anywhere from like half-hour video to like somewhere over 3 hours. And I mean, I would just sit there, binge the entire like all the videos I could find, and just pick up on different little production techniques that I could
What was that called?
Upsound. It's all one word. I don't think they're around anymore, but they have, I think, their archive on their channel.
Yeah, that's the stuff I'm kind of like looking for right now.
Yeah,
'Cause, the full production files is like just being able to see everything that the artist is doing is like it's because there's so many aspects to the different songs, and like it's kind of crazy in our genre, electronic music. You don't like normally in acoustic music you have the instruments aren't doing a whole lot of extra as far as like what they're gonna like put a riser on the guitar like that's not something that is particularly that doesn't happen. But in electronic music we have stuff like that all over the place, right?
Yes, I mean sometimes in project files in this like whole wide scope of genre, you have like project files that have over 100 tracks easily. I mean, some of the dubstep producers I know are clearing like 150 tracks per song, and it's like just the amount of minute details that go into everything is so incredible to me. And like, yeah, I mean that's commonplace in some artists' methods of production, which is insane.
How many tracks on average do you have in a production file, if you had to guess?
I would probably reckon for my stuff maybe somewhere around 60, 50 to 60.
Okay.
If I have
reckon
anywhere,
It's like a healthy number.
I reckon just about. No, I have somewhere around 50, 60. A lot of times though, I'm pulling like stems from different project files that I've already written. So like if I really like the whole effects stem of like one song that I've already written, I'll pull that in, and that'll be like 20, 25 tracks all consolidated into one track alone. And then you can kind of manipulate that in different ways, and it's also a big space saver too. But yeah, for most tracks, if I'm like doing everything from scratch, I'm typically topping out at about 65, 70.
So can you explain that the stems, they're all brought into one track? It's like an effects track, or what is that?
Yeah. So essentially, basically stems are just basically different elements of an already produced song. Like you might have things like drums, you might have different little sub sections of the drums, which is like hi hats, claps, kicks, perks, snares, all this.
Yeah.
And then you just basically consolidate all that into one file. And then you just have the file. So it's just the drums of this one particular song, or just the effects of this one particular song. And in that effects stem, it'll be like white noise, or, different sorts of glitches, ambience, pads, what have you. And so a lot of the times if I'm writing something and I have a solid idea, but I don't have like enough background elements filling up the song, it's kind of just like a loop that like wouldn't really be considered a song. Sometimes I'll just go into my project files and like find a stem, or like a full track with all the effects of a different song, and I'll just toss that into the project file. And they're more like background elements, so they're not like super in the forefront of the mix. So people aren't really going to be like, "Hey, you use that white noise riser already." Like, I know what you're. Just like,
Yeah, right.
people can be very.
That white noise sounds like a white noise I've heard before.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the main idea is just like if you have stems of stuff that you've already produced, and you take just the effects or the ambience of a different song and just like implement it into whatever you're working on right now, it makes it a lot easier for the workflow, I find.
Yeah, I heard a song recently that somebody produced. I'm pretty sure I heard like crackling fire throughout the entire song.
Oh yeah,
And that effect was just so dope. I don't know if it
It's
was
super
crackling
cool,
fire,
yeah.
but I was like, this end of the song came and I still heard it, and I was like, oh, it's cool.
It's super cool what people can do with like just different random sorts of Foley or sound effects, and like people just record a campfire for like 20 seconds, and then you just duplicate it, and suddenly you got 3 minutes of campfire. And it's like,
Next thing you know, Braden's sitting there and he just got transported into the woods, and he's just like,
and
how did I get here?
what's
I'm so hot right now.
How did I
It's a
get
hot
here?
fire.
Oh, jeez. Hands are toasty. So, Subcharge, you've been producing for about 5 years, and you're getting booked for your second time in a row at Bass Canyon.
It's unreal.
Unreal. Yeah. Tell us about your experience with getting booked the first time. How'd that go for you?
God. So I want to say the first time was actually kind of cool because it was like maybe 2 months beforehand, and the festival was coming up. I was looking at the lineup and I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool lineup, man. That'd be kind of cool to go to.
Yeah.
And then like it was in August, and then maybe late May, early June, I got an email that was just like, hey, we want you to come play this festival. And I was like, Bass Canyon? Pfft, yeah, right, get out of here.
Yeah.
Then like
Spam.
exactly. That's honestly, I thought it was like a joke at first.
This is just from Africa.
Something crazy like that. And then my manager James, shouts out James Bamboo.
Here we go.
He also makes music. He makes the whoops.
Yeah, we know James.
He started calling me. He was like, dude, check your phone. Please call me back. I was like, what is this? And so I called him, and it's just like, dude, did you get this email? I was like, what? Really? Like, oh, oh my God, I can't believe this.
Oh my
Like,
God.
this is happening.
Yeah, it was real, man. So I got the offer, and I didn't even know I was on the radar, honestly, which was incredible, man. I got the email. I think I accepted like immediately.
Yeah.
So it's just like there's no way, man. So yeah, man, everybody on that team is like super cool, super easy to work with, and like
Yeah.
they lined everything out so well, and like yeah, can't speak highly enough of the process.
Yeah, it's probably pretty smooth, pretty
Yeah.
smooth operation working with
Yeah, man.
working with people at that caliber, you know, at that
Yeah.
that high level
It
of
was
production.
it was fun, man. Like it still doesn't feel real to me. I mean, it's been like 9 months already, and I still can't like
Yeah, well, you get to go
wrap
back
my head
here.
around it. Yeah,
You get
Going
to
back in
get to
3 months,
go back
man.
for 3 months in
Jeez.
round 2.
Feature some of those crazy new recharges, bro.
Yeah, tell us about your. Tell us.
Baby.
Let's start talking about your recharge
Sure.
project. So that's you've been doing a lot of like hip hop
man.
remixes, and
Yeah.
is that what your like recharge project is, or
So my recharge project is kind of just like honestly just songs that I really really enjoy. A lot of it is hip hop because I grew up on hip hop. I grew up listening to a lot of rap music and hip hop music in like late 90s, early 2000s cuz I was born in 92, so like I was probably maybe like 5, 6 when I started hearing and understanding rap music for the first time, and like I was instantly enthralled cuz it was just like this energy, this like passion behind it, and I loved that. So a lot of the songs that I remix or recharge are just songs that I grew up with, or songs that I really enjoy, or songs that I really really like listening to now still. And yeah, I it's tough to say because a lot of it is a lot of it does come from like childhood and whatnot, but like a lot of it is like songs that I'm discovering still like these days, like maybe even just a year or two back. Like I just did a recharge of a Voltra song. Yeah, shout out Voltra, man. She's an incredible producer.
Ultra is sick, dude.
Voltra's absolutely insane. Yeah, I wish she released more music, man. But like,
For real.
yeah,
It's like those like star sounds. I feel like I
Yeah,
don't even know how to
like,
describe it.
stellar, just
Yeah,
incredible.
So cool.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So like recharges are all encompassing.
yeah, just all
yeah.
your remixes,
I have a lot of
all
like
the recharges.
yeah, I have a lot of like early 2000s hip hop stuff because I mean that's kind of when I was really really deep into hip hop, and like a lot of I have some 90s stuff. Like I have a Biggie recharge, I have a Nas recharge, I have Ludacris, and like all these guys. But yeah, no, I
see
mean
you
like
posting little clips of them on Facebook, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh man, I'm like, drop it right now, I dare you.
I know, man. I gotta get a better release plan going for 'em.
Yeah, they're all so good. They're so good.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, what was I gonna say?
So I have hear that you were a band kid growing up.
Little bit,
Um,
yeah.
Did that influence you at all, or anything about your current like? Sounds like hip hop had a big influence on you.
Yeah, it was more just like the music I was listening to growing up. Band was more just like an extracurricular that I just did randomly.
Yeah. That first taste of music.
Yeah, exactly. I played trumpet for a lot of it. It was decent, I didn't really like it, but it was just something that I did.
And when did you discover dubstep then?
Oh god, dubstep, I want to say late 2010, early 2011.
Oh, you hopped in right at the right time.
It was a glorious
That
time
was a
for
good
it, man.
time. Yeah. What artists were your first couple artists? That
My
you picked up?
first, I still remember to this day. My first, I was at like a school retreat or something, and somebody pulled out their like MP3 player, or whatever, like iPod or something. Like I was still, I was still in middle school when iPods were a thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they told me to listen to this song, and I was like, "What is this?" Turned out to be the Borgore remix of "Sleepyhead" by Passion Pit,
Okay, nice.
which was like a really really good one. And then I think Skrillex came out later with Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites, and
Yep.
all the fucking just like roughneck bass and All's Fair Love and Bro Step, and of course, yeah, all that good stuff. But yeah, that was kind of my first main introduction into both EDM and dubstep.
I think 2010 was when I first discovered dubstep too. I went to this band camp in California, and this bassoon player who was just the most emo like goth kid at the whole thing. Like just like you could tell he headbanged. And he showed me the dubstep snowman. Do you know the dubstep snowman song?
God, why does that sound so familiar?
It's some crazy like old YouTube video. It's like one of the I feel like it must be like one of the first like dubstep like songs. It's like meme worthy basically.
Okay,
But
yeah.
like I'll just show you off air because it's like it's just such a cool little
sounds
video.
familiar.
Right after
man.
this, you're gonna show both of us.
Yeah, dubstep snowman.
I think the first artist I listened to, I remember Party Favor, made
Ooh.
he made whole song off of sounds off of cats. It's called Meow.
Oh my
Bunch of-
god, yeah.
Do you remember
No
that?
way.
Okay,
Do you
yeah,
remember
I
that?
do remember that one.
That was one of the first songs I listened to. That was EDM. That I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I love this, and I love this person now
Most
because
definitely. I
yeah,
remember that song.
yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
that Party Favor, and then like Eptic, Knife Party. Those were kind of the ones that
Yeah, man.
got me into it.
Lots of like I think what Rage Valley was like early
Yeah,
2013,
yeah,
2012, somewhere
Yeah,
down there.
Buku. Yeah, all sorts of
Classics.
stuff.
Just
Mhm.
classics, man.
Good-
a lot of
good
UKF
Yeah,
back then for sure.
yeah,
The
absolutely.
blue speaker.
Big Blue.
Everyone knows it.
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
So Subcharge, you have been doing an absolute killer job with releases and having lots of original content, producing for a long time, going up to Bass Canyon and being able to play hour-long all original sets because you're just so consistent with your releases. What's kind of your like workflow, and how do you like make sure that you what are your ways of organizing your time to be able to have a steady system?
So for me, I think one of the main things is when I sit down to write, I'm ensuring that I'm ensuring that basically that I have a specific sort of stage of processes that I do. I'll like sit here and like just focus on originals one day, and I'll just focus on sound design another day, and then maybe just a recharge on another day. And it's like having a little bit of a schedule really helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you work on those? Do you tend to work in the morning? Are you a night owl?
Mornings for sure. I get most of the ideas out easier, I think. Yeah.
Seems like that's a common trope we're running into.
Yeah, yeah. I think if sometimes I'll leave sound design for like nighttime, just because it's less stress. You know what I mean? It's more experimentation, and then save writing for mornings or early afternoons, just because I feel like you're not really there's not too much of the day clouded in your brain or something like that. But yeah, for the most part, sound design in the evenings, writing in the mornings.
Yeah, I feel like in the mornings, like when you wake up, you get like if you drink coffee, I drink coffee, but that first cup of coffee sitting there in the morning, it's just like there's like a whole piece that falls over you, especially if like the sun's starting to kind of come up. Like it's a definitely a clear-headed time.
Something about just being awake when other people aren't awake too. I feel like there's like the way that the energy of the world works. I'm really into like energy and energy transfer and stuff. And I feel like if you're up at 4 a.m., you can just feel that it's less busy for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. Like there's nobody out there who's planning on like contacting you at 4 a.m. First of all, like
Just makes for a super calm.
yeah, you don't have stuff to think about like communication or anything.
Yeah.
So like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So I know you're a big gamer. What are your top games that you play?
Oh my god, I'm more of a gamer in the sense that I'll play games by myself. I'm a big RPG kind of guy. Like I mainline the Kingdom Hearts series. That's my shit. I will always love Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah.
Kingdom Hearts is awesome.
That's
an awesome
yeah.
game.
That's my series right there. lots of Rockstar games, GTA, Red Dead, stuff like that. And then I'll mainly play Rocket League with friends. That's like I think probably my only online competitive game.
Okay.
But yeah, for the most part, man, I just like to me and my girl like to sit on the couch and kind of just like run through different little like RPG objectives and like kind of like do like treasure hunting in games and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You play that new Zelda game that's coming
No,
out?
I haven't yet. I never got past the first one, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about, just like the control scheme or something. It was something it didn't click with me for some reason, but
1 second.
yeah, no worries.
Oh, I'm gonna go check the camera.
Yeah. I personally I don't play a lot of video games. I do play one game. One game pretty much. League of Legends. It's like a
Sure, yeah.
MMO type game.
Yeah.
They're actually doing the mid-season invitational right now. It's like the competitive league. I don't even really play
sure, yeah.
now so much as I watch. I just like enjoy like the
Yeah, man.
little like cross mechanics and stuff that like it just interests me. It's
Yeah,
fun.
there's something so cool about watching people who are the best in the world at anything.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's something I'm not.
Cornhole, bro.
Yeah.
Just show me the best cornhole
Seriously,
player.
man. There's just something about like watching people who are the best shit. Cause I'll watch Rocket League, basically the majors and all the regionals and whatnot of like people who are just like top tier, and it's like so much fun.
You know who I know is crazy at Rocket League? I think it's Funcase, right?
Yeah, I think he's like a grand champ, like a really high grand champ. I'm just like
Crazy.
champ 2, 3, so like I'm kind of okay, but like
That's
also,
pretty good. I don't know what that means, but it sounds.
there's a few tiers above me, but it's decent. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think above average.
Just it's not bronze.
yeah, it's not bronze, even though I feel like it some
go.
days.
All right.
I feel like it some days.
Yeah, everybody has their bronze days.
Yeah,
Bro.
for sure. Oh my god, for real. Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. So, as far as hip hop, what were some of the artists that you started listening to that kind of influenced you in hip hop?
Lil Wayne for sure. Oh god, there's so many. Harken back to like early 2000s.
I remember Lil Wayne 3.
Lil Wayne, Carter 3.
Yeah.
Carter 3 was incredible. Yeah.
Bro, that was crazy in high school.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was a really big one.
I remember that.
Carter 2 was a huge one as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne for sure. Young Jock, Ludacris. God, why am I blanking right now? I feel like there's just so many.
There's a lot of names.
There's a lot of names out there, but like, yeah, man, just big fan of like '90s hip hop and like Nas, Tupac, Biggie, N.W.A., all those guys. Like, really, really big fan of like the early and late '90s Gang Starr and like, yeah.
I feel like you can kind of hear that influence like in your music. Like the way you're the way a lot of your set vibed with me was like, I mean, there were a couple of real nice like headbanger tunes, but more of it was more like the kind of like groove that you would get
man.
from like the G stuff.
Yeah, I really love that stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So you're born and raised in Seattle, right?
Yes.
What
yeah,
part?
born and raised. South End, Rainier
South
Beach.
End,
Yeah.
Seattle. What are some of your favorite things about Seattle? Like just
man.
iconic. There's a lot of stuff in Seattle.
Yeah.
Like, what are like the iconic things for you?
I really love the food around here. Yeah, there's some really good local spots. Yeah.
Like what? Like which ones? I'm a foodie, so you tell me to go try some stuff.
First
and
one
I'm
that
going.
comes to mind is Yoshino Teriyaki up on Madison First Hill.
Okay.
It's like best teriyaki I've ever had in my life, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Like yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big statement. You know, I guess Seattle, like in the Pacific Northwest, it's like known for their teriyaki. Like you can't get teriyaki like here anywhere else. And it's like if you live here, I feel like you don't really like appreciate it like that. You think that you could go anywhere and get it, but I guess you can't.
It's easy to kind of just like write it off as at some point, but yeah, no, there really is no other place like it that serves teriyaki like Seattle does. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go check it out. You
Yoshino.
got any other spots?
Man. Oh my god, I don't want to give away all my sauce.
Oh yeah. Next thing you know, you walk in the door and everyone's like, "I heard Subcharge told me to go try this." And you're like, "Sorry,
Oh,
you got
man.
a 45-minute wait." Like,
like
man, what have I
that.
done?
I know I got the Joe Rogan shirt on, but we're not gonna blow. Hopefully, we are not that big yet to where we blow up restaurants.
Not the restaurant. No, man. Yeah.
Give it a year. Give it a year. You're gonna be like, "What the heck happened in this place?" They're building a
anymore,
third
man.
story. Like they're just like, "We're doing really well right now."
We don't know what happened.
There's a Mexican spot. I don't know. I actually don't know if this is. It's got to be like regional, but it's called El Antojo, Antojo.
Yeah.
Some really, really good Mexican food for sure. I know they have one in Linwood.
We got one right down the street.
Yeah.
on 38th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Rice
Yeah,
and
man.
It's super good.
If you got,
They have so much selection. The amount of
Yeah.
food you can get.
the menu is
The menu's huge. The menu's crazy.
also another really good Mexican spot in Renton called El Kiosco, Kiosko.
Okay.
Cool.
El Kiosco. Very small place, but like super good Mexican food.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, I think that's just about all the time that we have. But thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, man.
Subcharge. It was awesome. What a absolutely killer set.
Thank you, man.
And it's great to be able to sit down and talk with you. For everybody out there listening and watching, make sure that you come out and check this guy's all original set out at Base Canyon, August 18th to the 20th, coming back for his second time there. So
Yes, and if you haven't already, follow Subcharge on all socials and check them out on Spotify.
Subcharge
SoundCloud.
with a V instead of an A.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
All right. We'll see you next time, guys.
Thank you, Subcharge.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. It was a blast.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. That's all we have for you for this special guest episode in the Den featuring Subcharge.
Yes, Subcharge on that episode. Oh my gosh, Braden, that guest mix.
Wow, yeah, he absolutely killed it, and we had a blast recording it. It was a good time all around.
Yeah, new style on the recording. I think it was good. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, be sure to hit us up and tell us what you think, what your preferences are between, and who your favorite special guest episodes are. Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Thank you, everybody who's tuning into the show. We appreciate you guys so much, showing love to your local community. We couldn't do this without you, and it's our pleasure to deliver this music to your ears. So super thankful, and big thanks again to Subcharge for coming on the show. Thank you, Subcharge.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you want to hear more about it. Also, if you like free tickets, make sure that you get into our Discord because we got all sorts of giveaways going on and all sorts of other fun things that we're doing too. So.
Oh yeah, and check out Subcharge at Base Canyon this year. Don't miss that set.
You're not
It's gonna
going to want
amazing.
Have a good one, guys. We'll see you next time in the Den.